The downtown L.A. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Let's go!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set! 380! 5-4!
first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Delta! Set!
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Set! Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now here comes Kansas City. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now these Chargers, Charles, 9-7 in their first year back in the greater L.A. area under first-year coach Anthony Lynn. And Rivers continues to lead a gritty team. They went 9-3 after the 0-4 start last year. But look, still have just one playoff appearance in 8 seasons, and they have not won the AFC West since 2009.
And you and I both know they know it, too. And Phillip Rivers, he knows he's near the end of his career, but he still has productivity left. They made a big push push at the end of last season. Rivers to Keenan Allen, still as dangerous a combination as there is in the league. And then on defense, who's blocking Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa? And now you add Derwin James in as a playmaking safety. The Chargers believe 2018 could be their year.
Hey! 12.
Rivers now on second down. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Set 190. Set 180. 12. White. Behind.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now here comes Kansas City. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Thomas Davis in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So out come the Chargers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Hey!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now Pirine. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Yeah, Rocky.
Throwing Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
12.
Rivers now from the 50. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and short.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black 58, rail.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Here's Rivers being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick-6. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Here we go. 390.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Stop right there.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And now he goes top shelf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Keep it skinny. Check 390. Step front 80.
From the gun, Rivers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Ready.
To the air again here, Rivers. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. On the sneak, Rivers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Phillip Rivers, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. For these Chiefs, Charles, another trip to the playoffs in 2017, but another early exit. And if you're a Chiefs fan, you probably continue to feel unfulfilled with the lack of postseason success. Look, it's been nearly a half-century since their last Super Bowl appearance way back in Super Bowl IV.
Yeah, and that's tough for their fans because they've been teased a little bit. Remember, last year in the regular season, they opened up the year going to New England and beating the Patriots. They also, early in the season, at home, beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of those teams played for the Super Bowl last year, so you know Kansas City's on that level. They need to continue to be opportunistic on defense. They take the ball away from people a lot. Plus 16 2 years ago, plus 15 last year. And then Patrick Mahomes expected many more downfield shots throwing the football. That means Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce will benefit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they'll run it on the toss. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Cluster right. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Pirine. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
3rd and long for Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
12. White!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
To throw is Rivers. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Rivers now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Red. Hey, go orange.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. They'll
try to throw here. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Charles, that's something we didn't see much last year, the Chargers giving up a sack.
Yeah, you're talking about a combination of a good offensive line and Phillip Rivers, big, strong guy who can bounce off of guys who are trying to get him on the ground and create extra opportunities to throw the ball downfield. That's why they didn't give up very many sacks in 2017.
Only 18 of them, fewest in the league. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Thomas Davis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the... And the Chiefs' new starter, Patrick Mahomes, with his first NFL touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, Delta! Alpha! Ready!
Here's Rivers. It's caught. Block it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Rivers now on 2nd down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Buffalo wall. White.
From the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Joey Bosa in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Set. 380.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Rivers to throw it. And that one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Ace, ace.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals as they wind up winners. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. And some room to roam now. Unable to correct. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 61 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.